How you doing, everybody? My name's Jason Ebbs. Welcome to the Rock Gods Hall of Fame, the premier online Hall of Fame website. I am sitting here with the illustrious Chris Slade. How you doing today, sir?
Good.
Yeah, you look good. You all ready for tonight?
Yep, getting pumped up for it.
For those of you who aren't here, we are pre-show at the very first show that's ever been held for Rock Gods Hall of Fame at the world famous Vamped Rock Club here in Las Vegas. It's the best rock club out here. And we're just about to go on stage with our band Ecotonic, but first I wanted to just chat with Slade for a while and find out a little bit about his amazing career. He's played with Tom Jones, Manfred Mann, The Firm, AC/DC for God's sakes, Asia, Michael Schenker, and we're proud to have him in Ecotonic.
David Gilmour.
And David Gilmour, of course. Yes, one of my favorite guitar players of all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
In fact, you played with all my favorite guitar players of all time. Pagey and...
Yeah, I'm very greedy.
You're very greedy. Well, I'm honored to be filling those shoes at times. So let me just start by... you have an excellent story about Tommy Scott and the Senators.
Yeah. Well, there was this band when I was a kid called Tommy Scott and the Senators, and they were quite famous in around the area, Pontypridd in South Wales, in the UK. And I was walking around the streets as a 14-year-old kid with my gang, and we were sitting on the wall and we were watching Tommy Scott and the Senators rehearsing just in the school gymnasium down there. And you know, they're saying, oh, they're good, aren't they? You know, so I've no idea why, but I said I'm going to play drums with those one day. And my friends went, you get out of here, laughing their socks off at me. Like, you idiot, what are you? I'd only just started learning drums maybe, or I'm going to play with them one day. And 2 or 3 years later, I joined that band when I was 17. And Tommy Scott became Tom Jones.
Wow. So your first real massive hit was It's Not Unusual?
Yep, that's right.
How cool is that? What a manifest your destiny, you know?
Well, I've no idea why I said it. It just came to me and I went, I'm going to play drums with that band.
Yeah, sometimes we're just vehicles, you know? If you go with the flow and you let yourself open up to what's coming your way. I mean, we've talked at many talks about that type of thing, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Serendipity and everything.
Yes, serendipity.
Yeah,
synchronicity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. What a story. So for anybody that's out there and, you know, 14 years old with a dream, you know, here's proof that you can get it. So, you've played with The Firm and you've played with David Gilmour. Now, there was an interesting little occurrence at that time, right?
Oh, yeah. Wow. I was living in London, in North London. Phone rings. Pick up the phone. It's, it goes, hello. It's David Gilmour here. So, come on, Norman. Come on. Stop messing around. I know it's you. Pretend it to be. No, it really is David Gilmour. Oh, hi, Dave. To cut a long story short, he said, I'm forming a band and I'd like you to play drums. And I thought, honesty is the best policy. I said, oh, Dave, you know that I'm really involved with Mick Ralph's band, Mick Ralph's of Bad Company. We just sort of started a band together. And you know I'm really involved with Mick Ralph's. And he went, that's okay, Mick's doing the band too.
How cool is that?
So, right, I said to the missus, okay, down the pub, because just got a gig with David Gilmour. So, down the pub we went, 2 hours, had lunch, had a couple of pints, came back, phone rings again, picked the phone up. Hello, it's Jimmy Page here. And I go, come on, I know it's you this time, Norman. I know it's you winding me up. No, it really is Jimmy Page. Oh, God. And me and Paul Rogers are putting a band together and we want you to play drums. And I thought, again, honesty best policy. I said, Jim, you won't believe this, but just 2 hours ago, David Gilmour called, and I've committed to a 3-month tour with him. And dead silence. And Pagey goes, that's okay, we'll wait.
Yeah.
Wow.
How awesome is that? I mean, come on, that's got to just make you feel so amazing. I mean,
and they ended up waiting in 9 months.
Wow.
In the end, because the tour kept getting extended. I kept letting them know when I was going to be available, and they, it's okay, we're in no rush. And they waited for all that time for me to come back off the road. So,
wow, that's amazing. And that band became, as we all know,
that band became The Firm.
The Firm. What a super group that was.
With Tony Franklin on bass.
And what a great guy. What a sweetheart of a guy and an amazing player.
Yeah, great player.
Truly is a fretless monster. We did some stuff at Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, and it's just such an honor, you know.
Yeah, he's a monster fretless, as his name.
So, a couple off-the-wall questions. What's your favorite drink?
Oh, it would have to be a beer like Guinness, I think.
A beer like Guinness, okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Oh, wow.
What's in your top 5?
There's no such thing, I don't think.
Yeah, that's how I answer
It's
that.
difficult. It's very difficult. There was a song by the Waterboys years and years ago called Whole of the Moon.
Oh, wow.
And I love that song. But that's like an off-the-wall question. I haven't got a top 5.
No, that's okay.
I just like a lot of stuff.
Who influenced you as a drummer?
Mainly Buddy Rich.
Buddy Rich?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, great guy.
The same as many other drummers of my sort of, my contemporaries. He would be the guy, I think.
And is there any road story that sticks in your mind more than any other one?
No, I'll save those for the book.
You'll save those for the book. Yes, in your book. You've been working on that for a while. I think that's
quite a few years.
I'm so looking forward to reading it. Any idea when you might
I want to get it done as soon as possible, but times are rolling.
Time keeps on rolling. Absolutely. So you're over in England for a bit. Future plans, coming back to the States?
Yeah, I was in the UK for so long, for maybe 3 years, without traveling to the States. I always worked in Europe and Russia and all over the place. But I was waiting to get my green card, and I've just got my green card.
Yay! I know we were waiting for that forever, man.
Thank you, USA.
Thank you, USA. You didn't win the lottery, huh? Sometimes I have friends who win the lottery now and then, you know, it's worth playing, but...
So I've always had visas before, to work visas.
Do they give MasterCards, International Master, or is it just Visa?
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, I know I certainly...
Gold ones.
I certainly can't wait till you're back here so we can do music together. You know, you're like family to Janae and I. And
with Ecotonic.
Ecotonic, yeah, it's going to be great. Anything else you want to share to the fans out there in Rock Godz Hall of Fame land?
No, I'm just looking forward to seeing, you know, a lot of fans in the States, as I did from 3 years ago. And I love touring everywhere. I love working. In fact, I go straight from here in like 2 weeks to Italy.
Is that with the Chris Slade timeline?
No, that's just me. Dropping in with Italian musicians.
Oh, nice.
But the Chris Slade timeline, nicely put, Jason.
You like that?
At the moment, it's a UK-based band, but it encompasses 50 years of... I've been doing this professionally for 50 years. So it encompasses the whole of those 50 years, including Tom Jones, maybe even up to Michael Schenker, which is the last thing.
Wow.
So,
Gary Moore and all that stuff too?
Gary Moore, definitely Gary Moore, yep.
Well, honestly, out of anybody that I've ever met or known, you played with more amazing artists on more amazing songs than anything. So I definitely congratulate you for that. I mean, that is such a monumental achievement. And they're all songs I love, and they're all songs that are worldwide. I mean, come on. When Live at Donington and Thunderstruck comes in, I mean, holy crap. Who doesn't just go crazy, you know?
Obviously, I'm very proud of that. Yeah. I'm very, very pleased that I did that. It was an honor to play with AC/DC. I mean, a real honor. They're all great guys, and in my opinion, the best rock band in the world.
You know, they influenced me growing up. I mean, yeah, I learned my bends from Ace and Angus, you know.
Right, yeah.
You know. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Slade.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Chris Slade, Rock Godz Hall of Fame. Check out the live footage that's going to come from our Ecotonic show shortly, and then we got a special surprise. He's going to be playing one of his songs that he made very, very, very popular. I think we're closing the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, peace out. Thank you for now.
Peace and love, man.
Rock and roll. Rock Godz Hall of Fame style. See you next time. How you doing again? What's going on? How about this evening? Oh my God, I just got goosebumps, man. There were so many amazing jams up here as a musician to be part of. I'm so honored. And speaking of honored, our final inductee of the evening. Oh my God, what can I say about him? Put it this way, I think he was 14 years old and he was sitting on top of a hill, looking down, and he was hanging with his chaps, as he called them, I think, or his chums, or his gang, or some kind of Welsh term. And he saw this band playing, and they were called Tommy Scott and the Senators. And he said, I'm going to play drums for that band. And lo and behold, about 4 years later, that band became Tom Jones. And he got the gig. So clearly it's not unusual for him to manifest his own destiny. Hey, you get the pun? From there, his career basically skyrocketed. He went on to play with such bands as Man for Man's Earth Band, The Firm, Gary Moore, David Gilmour, AC/DC, and he's got the Chris Slade timeline that he's busy touring around England with, and Russia and all these other places. I'm sure he'll be bringing it here to Vegas in the next year or so. No pressure for me. I'm like, well, who were your guitar players? Oh, Jimmy Page and, you know, Gary Moore. I'm the only guitar player in the band. I don't know if you noticed that. Anyway, please turn your attention up to the screens one last time. Take it away, Jason.
Rock Godz. The ultimate backstage pass. Rock Godz, the ultimate classic rock interview series, presents
Come on now, how about that career? And he's still going strong, man. It is my honor to welcome my friend, my extended family member, honored to have him part of Ecotonic, Mr. Chris Slade, to the Rock Godz Hall of Fame.
Two beers, please. Thank you, Jason, and thanks to Rock Godz Hall of Fame. It's truly humbling, actually. I said that on Fox 5 TV the other day, but they edited it out. But it is. It's quite a humbling experience, and I didn't even think that I'd be alive right now. Never mind, still playing drums. So, thank you for this, Rock Godz. Brilliant.
Thank you for you, Chris Slade.
That was great. Thank you. Fucking A. Oh, I want it. Oh, yeah.
Come on, get in, baby. Congratulations. Yes. Sure.
Okay. In the 70s, I was in Manfred Mann's Earth Band. And I'll cut it down as slow, as small as I can. And this journalist, the first of the night. How about that? How about that for willpower? A journalist gave Manfred and myself a record that had disappeared without a trace. And it was this singer-songwriter's first record. And it didn't do very well. But the songs on it were great. So Manfred and I, we took it back to Britain. Manfred did a kick-ass arrangement of this song. You may have heard of this singer-songwriter whose first album disappeared without a trace. It was Bruce Springsteen. I don't know if you've heard of him. But he wrote this next song, and this is Bruce Springsteen's first and only, to date, #1 single. He's had many #1 albums. This is his only #1 single. Oh, and the journalist, this is very important, the journalist that gave us those albums was John Landau, who has been Springsteen's manager for decades since then. He was a journalist then writing for Rolling Stone. So, good story. So we're going to do Blinded by the Light!
Okay, this is one of my favorite songs of all time with one of my favorite people of all time. I've never really seen a band do this live, ever. Are you ready? You gonna sing along? Come on, I've been singing for like 5 weeks straight. Barry Barnes is here. He is the happiest guy in rock and roll.
Remember, Bo Shortino, 2016.
You should see it up here. There's just paper scattered everywhere. It's old school, man.
So many lyrics.
I know, so many lyrics. I'd like to thank my band. You guys are great. Thank you very much. You ready, Mr. Slade?
Yeah, I think I'd like also to say thanks to Jen Velocity and all the guys. And all the organizers.
Hi, Cindy. Look at you over there all smiling and beaming. Thank you for the award. Ready?
Here we go.
Madman trouble. Madman trouble. Madman trouble. Madman trouble. Blinded by the light.
downtown, but she never got time. She's gonna make it to the night. She's gonna make it.